Okay, so we're going to do your college football rapid fire. This is five games in about 5 minutes, and we're going to start it off with Syracuse at Clemson, a little ACC action. Hey, everybody, if you haven't checked out FanDuel Sportsbook yet, do it. They're offering all new accounts up to $1,000 in a no-sweat first bet. All you got to do is check out the description in this video and click on the link. Clemson minus the 13.5 and a total of 49.5. Fire away.
Yeah, I'm taking Clemson here. I already bet on myself, and I'm partially a little worried about them being like a public kind of dog here, right? Because it's like, oh, they're undefeated, here they come. You know, that they've played Clemson close before, so they got a good defense, and Clemson's let some guys in through the back. I'm getting almost 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
and the Syracuse really turned around their season. I got an under ticket on them. Sad to say that under was a loser in September. So,
wow.
You know, but again, I'm going on defense. Syracuse. Again, they're not a sexy team. They don't have all the stars like Clemson does. But again, Clemson's letting teams in the back. I'm taking the 13.5 here. Let's go.
All right, give me all the points. I want all the points. All right, let's do UCLA at Oregon Ducks. Oregon -6 and the total 71.
Oh, you want some points? Here you go. You're going to get a bunch of them here. I'm going to go over. You know,
nice. Well played.
It's a lot of points here, but Oregon has been putting up points. You know, let's go back. They lost, 49-3 to Georgia? I mean, but then they're rolling off like scores like 45-30. I mean, like 45. UCLA the same way. Putting up points, but again, you see them allowing 30-ish points. So pretty good offenses coming to town. I'm going to go over. And also, listen, 2 things could happen here. It's going to be like 50-22 or, maybe Bo Nix those 5 interceptions. The Chip Kelly Bowl. I think this isn't over. I think this game plays into the 40s, probably closer to 80 than 70, I think.
They should call it the Chip Kelly Bowl. I like that. Let's do Texas at Oklahoma State. Texas -6.5. The total on this one is 61. What do you got here?
Yeah, OKC. That's the NBA one. But this Oklahoma State team, this OKST team, I faded him last week, right? Tough little game there. Texas, let's be honest, they should be undefeated. They should have beat Alabama. Yeah. They beat Alabama. This team is number 1.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I wasn't really buying a Texas hype, even being down here. You know how Texas gets down here. They love their Longhorns here. But I'm buying it here. Touchdown on the road. I know part of me is like, oh, they just got to win by 7. I think they're good. I think they've kind of turned the corner here. And I hate saying that because that's going to come back and bite me in my giant butt. Like, oh, here comes Texas. We're back, baby. I don't know. They look like they're back. I mean, they're playing good ball. And with the kid Sanders there, a little questionable, right, with his arm. They took a shot. So who knows? Maybe he's good for a half. Texas pulls away late.
I went to the Oklahoma State at Baylor game, and I really thought Oklahoma State was really, really super good because I thought Baylor was really, really super good. But now after seeing them play whoever their last game just was, West Virginia, Baylor's not really that good, which now makes me think Oklahoma State's not really that. I mean, they're good teams, but they're not as, I guess, high on my
these guys
as I had them. Texas is that team.
They were ranked top 5, top 6 Oklahoma State last week. I mean, I was like, what is that about? That's just bizarre,
Yeah, and they knocked Baylor out. I mean, it was over. I forget what the final was because I had already left by that time. Yeah. By the time the game was over. Okay, so let's move into Mississippi State at Alabama. My favorite coach in the whole wide world. It's Mike. Alabama -21. The total on this one is 60.5. What do you say?
The last 3 times these guys played, it's 152-16.
Whew.
So Alabama gets the call here.
Yeah,
granted, a bad defense, right? The defense has been exposed, but I just can't get over the numbers the last 3 games. I mean, we can even go back further to 24-0 on top of that and 51-3. I mean, Alabama's going to give up 20-something points, but off a loss, this isn't. We saw this against A&M. They came back and rolled Arkansas, I think, by So QB looks healthy. Okay, you're going to give up 20-some points. I think you're scoring 50, right? What's this going to be, 46-20? I mean, that's the way they play out. I think, again, where's the defense? We got to make a stop. And until Mississippi State could they don't even come close to being in games. I'll give you the 21. I don't care.
All right.
What's there to say? I mean, Alabama, the defense is a little sketchy. They've destroyed these guys. The games aren't even close. Late at 21.
It's unfortunate, but it's true. I wish I could disagree with you, but I cannot. I will not be laying 21 points with anybody on any day ever, but I'm
I
also
know.
not going to take 21 points in this
Exactly.
game.
Can you take it
any
off
other
of,
time.
especially it's you add in
You
now,
don't
it's
have
like
to
off a
play them
loss.
all.
It's tough. I mean, they don't lose that much. Really, it was
Yeah.
once every 2 years.
Yep. You don't have to play them all, guys. You don't have to play them all. All right. So Ole
Exactly.
Miss is at LSU. Tigers are -2. Total on this one is a 68. What do we think about this one?
Yeah, I've changed my tune here on LSU. I bet LSU here, and I was like, man, I'm not an LSU guy. I don't, Kelly coming down from Notre Dame. I saw him never do good against good teams.
Dirty. It feels dirty in the dirty South.
And again, Notre Dame, they never compete with these kind of teams. But now he's got the talent because he's at LSU who can face these kind of guys. So I'm going to go LSU here. Right. I just think they've and again, last week I'm like, no, I can't do LSU. I don't like the way I don't like the coach. I don't like anything about him. But lo and behold, you can't get locked in your thoughts. You got to say, you know what, this team is better than what I thought, and they are. And here you go. It's a short number. It's flipped though. They were a dog, and then a guy smarter than me started betting these guys on Sunday and Monday, moving it from a dog to a pick 'em. And
that's huge.
The numbers back it. I mean, Ole Miss. Okay, all right, Ole Miss. I understand. Give me LSU. I'm buying. I'm buying on the Bayou Bengals.
Let's go. That I loved LSU with Orgeron and then Kelly coming down. You know what felt dirty about it was that he felt too clean. Like if you're going to play in LSU, I want it to sound like you eat footballs for breakfast,
Yeah.
And I feel like Kelly sips tea for breakfast or something. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. I'm from the South. I like it, in the swampland and stuff. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, no, he's like Notre Dame to LSU. It's like you just don't.
It's a big difference from touchdown Jesus to swamp thing, I guess.
Yeah, to
there's a big difference there.
Crawdads.
But I'm with you. One of the biggest trends that I follow is anyone who turns from a dog into a favorite. I'm pretty much always going to be on that new favorite.
And again, that's not like happening game day because people are flushing in with a ton of money. This is early, money coming in. Respected money.
Respectable money.
Yes.
Exactly. So text your full name, everybody. The promo we're doing right now, you're going to get, if you text your full name to this phone number, we are going to text you 2 free picks per week. We're going to do one midweek, like Wednesday, Thursday, and then one over the weekend. And this is an ongoing thing. It's whoever the hot cappers are on our site for that week. That's who you're going to be getting picks from. So just expect to get a ton of picks from Sean Higgs, basically, 614-810-7522 is the number. Text your full name and we're going to hook you up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Power Hours on every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern.